Hello everyone and welcome. Today we'll be looking at descriptive language used in informative text for students in Year 2. By the end of this video, I hope a greater understanding of the concept will take place and that students will be able to apply this knowledge for meaningful purpose within the classroom and everyday life. So, what is descriptive language? Let's get straight into it. The primary purpose of descriptive language is to describe a person, place, or thing in such a way that a picture is formed in the reader's mind. Teaching students to write more descriptive will improve their writing by making it more interesting and engaging to read. For those students in Year 2, when it comes to descriptive language, adjectives are the most effective when creating that sense of imagery in the reader's head. An adjective is a word that describes a noun, which is a person, place, or thing. Students should be able to choose and identify effective adjectives which add detail to the character's mood and setting. They will develop these skills by learning about adjectives and using this knowledge in contextual activities. Now that we have an idea of the reasoning behind using adjectives when writing informative texts, let's have a look at some of the examples that can support students' understanding of the concept. If you pay attention to the screen, you can see two sentences, the first being, I see a tree. The second being, I see a green tree that is tall. Have a think, which of the two is more descriptive? If you said the second sentence, you are correct. That is due to the two adjectives being inserted into the sentence. The two adjectives are green and tall, both describing how the tree looks. When it comes to teaching adjectives to the students, there are plenty of different fun ways to do so. These include highlight the adjectives and clever categories. The first activity that can be used is called highlight the adjective. Teachers use a classroom text that students are currently engaged with and highlight all adjectives before and after the nouns in the short text chosen. Students will discuss how the use of the adjectives make the writing more descriptive and interesting. For the purpose of this video, Possum Magic will be used as a short text. Within the book there is a page that states, once upon a time, but not very long ago, deep in the Australian bush lived two possums. Their names were Hush and Grandma Poss. Now, take some time and have a think where the adjectives can be found. Remember, this describes the person, place, or thing. Australian is the describing word found in the sentence as it describes the bush, which is the noun. Once the students have completed this aspect of the activity, they'll have the chance to change the adjectives and discuss how the meaning of the sentence now differs. If we continue to use the sentence from the book Possum Magic, once upon a time, but not very long ago, deep in the Australian bush lived two possums. As we discussed before, the adjective is Australian. Students will have the opportunity to change this word and see if it alters the image that was created for the reader. I believe if the word Australian was changed to the green, this would change how the reader would view the bush. Clever categories is another great activity that can be used to help students engage with adjectives. This is when the class is divided into two teams and a noun is placed onto the board. If possible, show the actual object. Give each team 1 minute to come up with as many adjectives as possible to describe that noun. Teams get 1 point for every adjective that the opposing team did not list. Let's use an image of a tiger for example. Some adjectives that come to mind when I think of a tiger include scary, orange, mean, noisy, and stripy. Students will love this activity as they get to collaborate with their fellow classmates and get to have some fun while using adjectives. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of the presentation regarding descriptive language used in informative text for Year 2 students. We have looked at the primary purpose of descriptive language, why adjectives are best suited when looking to create a sense of imagery in the reader's mind, and we finished off by looking at an example of adjectives being used in a sentence, as well as different activities that can be used to help support students' understanding and application of the concept for meaningful purposes. Thank you everyone for taking the time to listen to this presentation. I hope you have taken something away from today and can apply this either in the classroom or at home to support effective teaching of the concept.